here's something from Dan Graziano, ESPN. And it was, reaction, overreaction is the deal. Browns would pay Baker Mayfield in the mid-30s to stick around, and that's what his thought was. It is an overreaction because the statement was Baker Mayfield would not get an extension. So the mid to high 30 millions per year as an extension for Baker Mayfield seems pretty reasonable. Keep in mind the salary cap's going to continue to go up because the TV money is going to be floated in. That would end up probably being a pretty reasonable contract for a starting quarterback that you value as a franchise quarterback if you're talking in the mid to upper 30 millions a year, multiple years.
Yeah, I mean, the going rate for a franchise quarterback, an elite level, when you're talking Aaron Rodgers or, when Deshaun Watson extended with Houston, we mentioned Josh Allen, what Lamar Jackson's going to get, Dak Prescott, you're looking at that 40 plus range. So if you pay a guy 30 to 35 million, that is sort of that Kirk Cousins zone, right? He got that guaranteed money. And for Baker, if he wants to approach this in a different way, if he wanted to take a shorter term contract, let's say that Kirk Cousins, now it's since been restructured, but he signed, basically got every dollar of that initial contract with Minnesota guaranteed. So if Baker wanted to take that approach, a shorter deal, and then 3 years down the road or whatever it is, say, okay, I've proven to you now that I'm worth $40 million a year, he might want to take that approach. I think there's a lot of different ways the Browns can do this. There's a lot of different ways Baker and his people can do this. And this should be an organization that's not afraid to get creative.
Yeah, and the other thing is I don't think the injury factors into to their decision. I think they want to extend him. I think Baker wants to be here. I think Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski want him here. I think it's just a matter of they got to come up with the number that both sides can live with. Is that kind of the sense that you get from it?
Yeah, I think people are happy with what they've seen from Baker Mayfield. But again, because of the shoulder, what you really would have loved to have seen was just a full season of maybe not at the level that we saw in the back half of last year. That's a really high level, top 5 level of play, but just a consistent season, game to game. This is exactly who Baker Mayfield is. And you're not going to get that now because of this injury, but the injury doesn't prevent you from signing him to an extension because it's something that's repairable. It's something that he should be able to overcome. It's not going to linger or cause problems down the road. So in that sense, I don't think the injury means a whole lot. And the other thing too, if you sign him to an extension, he kind of becomes in that Moneyball world and in that NBA style of thinking, he sort of becomes an asset too. So even if it doesn't work out, look what the Rams did with Jared Goff. Look what the Eagles did with Carson Wentz. That's not what you want to have happen. But if for some reason you sign him to an extension and he ends up not being the guy, you can kind of flip that for, I don't know, another veteran quarterback, some assets down the road, things like that. So there's a lot of reasons to extend him. The first being, I think he should be your quarterback for a long time.